Hi, it's Susan here and welcome to In the Craft Room. Today we're going to start with our dollhouse project. Issue 8 of the Peter Rabbit Patchwork Quilt is still unavailable, so we're going to start off fixing, renovating and repairing the much loved loft first. I'm going to keep this all closed until we're up to the next rooms, but I want to finish off one section at a time. My first step is to take everything out of the room and remove some of the fixtures and fittings. Let's do it. So I've cleaned out the top of the loft. I've removed the carpet, the wallpaper, all the wall fixtures and fittings, some of the skirting, and I've put the electrical appliances and lights aside. I'm going to paint this section up here and paint over this sort of gaudy apricot colour with this light green that I've got here. I think it'll work well with the bedding. Let's get painting. So that's our first coat of paint. It's looking fresher already. I'm going to let it dry. I think I might grab a cup of tea, then I'll be back for my second coat. But before I do that, I've forgotten something. I'm going to paint the wires from the electrical lights and the lamps. So I'm back and I've just given our paint a second coat. I'm going to let this dry, but my next step would be to fix the lights onto the wall. Once I've fixed the lights onto the wall, I'm then going to touch up the paint on the cables. So we're back. Our paint, 2 coats, are dry, and I've just been attaching the lights, which are attached with a double-sided tape fixture, onto the walls and back onto the ceiling. My next task is I'm going to tackle the floor. I did remove the carpet that was in here, and here it is. It works out to be a perfect template for when we cut out our new flooring. For the new flooring, I've chosen this flock backed vinyl with a cork effect. I've chosen this instead of the carpet. I think the carpet looks a bit old and the colour's a bit drab. I think this cork look looks a bit lighter and fresher, and I think it works well with the wallpaper too. Let's go and cut it out. So as you saw, this was my template. It's no longer needed. And this is the new template, the new flooring, which I'm going to see if it fits. As you can see over here, the electrical cables are hidden under the flooring. I'm going to make sure that they're nice and straight on the wall before I cover it up. I'm also going to make sure that this side here is flush and hard up against the wall, because the skirting's already there in place. Excellent. And that fits nicely. We're now going to glue the flooring into place. I'm going to be using a super glue. I find that other glues like hot glues are a bit too thick, and you can see the impression from the top. So I found that the super glue is really helpful. I've got my 2 little tubes, that should be enough for the floor, and I'm going to be gluing these down into place. A good way to do it is half and half. I'm going to start with the back half first. Okay, and now for the front. and that grabbed quite nicely. Now that we've got the floor placed down, I think it would be time to pop on the skirtings. The skirtings are already pre-cut from when I removed them, so it should be just a simple glue. We've got our back skirting and our side skirting. I think I'll start with the side with a bit of glue. Just a tiny bit. With super glue you need to be very careful that it doesn't run down the wall, so not too much. And I'm just going to hold that in place on top of the flooring. And you can see our cables are nice and straight too. Just going to put a bit of extra glue on the floor section as well. And I'm going to press it down into place. I think I'll stick in the back piece of skirting now. Skirting here is a bit short and there is a join in it. I'm not too fussed as there will be furniture in front of it. I've got this bit of trim here which I'm going to replace. I took the old trim off which had accents of the old colour. I think this trim is a bit more subtle and works in a bit better with the colours. I'm going to pop it up here. That's my next job. Perfect. You've got to make sure this is straight. And like with the flooring, I'm going to glue on section by section. Our room is looking like a different room. The next step would be to put the staircase in. I need to fix the staircase in. The staircase was always a movable piece of the dollhouse, but I'm going to make it permanent from down in the lounge, which is this area here, and attach it up into the bedroom. A bit of glue at the bottom and a bit of glue at the top. Nice and secure. So here we have the furniture and furnishings that came out of this room originally. I based the paint colour and the floor on the colours that are in this decor. This is a doily that I picked up at the Glen Waverley Antique Centre in Melbourne. It's a doily, a cotton doily, which has been dyed. A lot of their doilies have been dyed in various greens, mauves and blues, I guess to cover some stains. But this colour here is the perfect colour for my room. I've given it a press and it is going to serve as a mat or a rug or a bit of a floor covering to go under the bed. I haven't decided which orientation to place it in yet, but I'll have a bit of a play. We've got our floor coverings in place. I'm going to see a good placement for our bed. This is my favourite bit, putting in the furniture. I'm going to have a bit of a play. And here we have our new bedroom, looking a bit more coordinated and like a bedroom. The last step is for our little pieces of art to go up on the wall. In the room previously, there were little brooms and dusting tools on the wall. I'm not going to put them there. I think I'll just leave the wall free. So this is our new room. I do need to add a few little touches to it. I'm going to fix up, maybe put a bit of trim up on the top and a bit more skirting down here along the staircase. When I'm finished the whole dollhouse, I'm going to go through it and just do the tiny little touches, and that'll be an episode in itself, in all the little touches. I'm a lot happier with this room. I really like the freshness of the green, how it links in with the bedding and also the accents on the artwork on the bed. I think it looks a lot fresher. It's not as tired anymore and it looks complete to me. Thank you for joining me in the craft room today. I look forward to moving on to one of our next sections of the house next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.